Sewings live stream.
Good morning.
For
Can you hand me that cheese from Monday?
this, the scavenger hunt,
Yeah.
or this. For Tuesday, August 8th. Was it an eventful weekend? Seemed like you got a lot done.
No. I have been struggling with my sojo.
I wonder why.
But I've been struggling my sojo a little bit. I had, for the past 2 weeks, I've had a little bit of a pity party, but I'm feeling better. And I wanted to let you know how much it means to me, all the notes I've gotten, and the calls, and the visits, and the hugs, and the virtual hugs. It all helps. And so I've been feeling much better. We've got a game plan. And so just so you know, like, I get a port put in on Thursday. And
yeah,
then,
it's a busy couple of weeks. So Jeannie's got a procedure on Thursday, and then next week
and we drop the
kids off on Tuesday. And then Jeannie starts her treatment next Thursday.
Yes.
So
and I don't know what that means yet. Like, I know everyone's and you know what, I was shocked. I was like, does everyone have this? I had so many people reach out with their stories, and that you know, I'm walking in the same shoes. I'm walking down the same path that you've walked, and I'm excited to be on the other side of it like you are. So, or, you know, some people are on their journey right now. But you know, I think
I said something to
everyone's different.
I said something to a buddy yesterday, like, you know, because the stats are crazy, right? It's 1 out of every 8 women. And so I go, if you ever want to know what 1 of every 8 women look like,
come to A1
tell the A1 Vacuum and Sewing family what you're experiencing, and watch how many people show up with a similar story. And I was like, it's been eye-opening. It's been totally eye-opening. So,
but yeah, it's the outpouring of love and support. I feel it. It's like a blanket. So thank you so much. But yeah, so my chemo starts next Thursday, and I don't know if I'm going to be tired. I've talked to so many people who are like, I work the whole time. And I want to work the whole time too.
I'm not sure. You know, the other thing is we're blessed where Jeannie doesn't necessarily have to work the whole time.
Oh yeah, I do.
And so
I have to work.
So regarding the next week or so, so am I hearing that we should have all of our live streams this week? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
So this week should be normal as far as live streams, although Thursday I will be out of the store with Jeannie at an appointment kind of mid-morning, back in the afternoon. And then next week, depending upon how drop-off goes with our kids, like, we will not be here on Tuesday. So there will not be a live stream on Tuesday unless you want to do it from, we could do a live stream from Salt Lake.
Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe we'll do it. We're being non-commit. I've been really non-committal. Like, I didn't let you know about the QD so long until, because I haven't wanted that pressure of like, you have to do this. So I still have that internal pressure. You have to do this. But I didn't have it. I didn't sign off on it. So I wasn't, you know, but then we ended up doing it yesterday, which was super fun. And I needed it too, although I wasn't totally on my game. And I expect I won't be totally on my game for a while.
Yeah, that's
But hopefully
normal.
I might be.
I mean, hopefully, like, we can focus on when you do stuff like that. Like, it's more like less of a high pressure, this is what we have to do, and more of like, this is going to be an opportunity for you to hang out with the ladies and spend some time at home.
And you know what ends up happening? There's lots of learning moments because I make a lot of mistakes. So I'm like, oh, let me show you how to get back to pre-mistake, or let me show you how to scan because somebody forgot to do the quilting. So I find that those not so perfect moments just turn into learning moments or teaching moments that we all have anyways. Some of us more than others.
There is no panicking in sewing.
Did you hear Michelle? She's like, yeah, there is.
I'm just saying there shouldn't be. Did you bring food today?
I did.
You brought the chicken?
I did. I'm coming to terms with
low glycemic food.
So I went on a hike with my girlfriends on, was it Sunday? On Sunday. And one of my closest friends, her husband's my oncologist. So when we got back to my house, I was like, you want pie? So,
we have had an endless supply of pie this summer.
Of raspberry pie.
From Aikida's.
Because Sage, every time she comes, she brings us a pie. And so I was like, you want pie? And she's like, I'll have a piece of pie. So we go in, and we just each have like a little small piece of pie. But I took the whipped cream, and I went, shh, and I covered it so it was like falling off the sides. So when she got home, her husband's like, well, what'd you do? And she was like, we went on this walk, and then we had pie. And he's like, they called me right away. He's like, no more pie. He's like, no more pie.
Yeah, sugar
no more
is
rice.
tumor food.
No more rice. I was like, but rice is air for me. That's the air I breathe. That's the equivalent of food in the form of food is rice. And he's like, no more rice, no more pie. You need to do, it's the low glycemic index.
Eat like a diabetic, basically.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's not on there that I really like.
Like,
what about my 2 squirts of syrup?
That was I get home and Jeannie's like, okay, but I can still have my coffee. This is before she realized that oat milk was on the list of things to not eat. But I'm like, no, like that's 2 squirts of like pure sugar. So anyways.
I always told myself I wasn't going to change my diet until I had to.
Well, now you have to.
And I don't like it. Oh, no boba. So Violet and I, and then they followed up by saying, we're serious.
Well, no, this is like, I actually commented on this yesterday because there are times in my life, like most of it, where I'm like, I need you to be serious right now. Like, we're having a serious conversation. This isn't a joke. You can't just laugh this off, walk away, and forget about it. And
I don't like serious conversations.
One of the most insightful things that I've ever heard was Jeannie. I get a text message during this whole thing from the doctor saying, "No more pie. I'm serious." And I'm like, I'm good with that. Like, okay, like, hey, no more pie. Like, I get it. And then he's like, no more dog kisses on the mouth. I'm serious. And I'm like, okay. Like,
how am I going to do that? Because, like, my daily ritual in the morning is Patrick.
Be much more exciting if it was me.
Momo licks my face clean every morning. And now no more. I kiss my dogs on the lips. I share a fork with them. A pie.
So
it's gonna be a big change for them. How am I just gonna push them away?
Yep.
And I'll probably be wearing a mask in the store.
Yeah, so that's another thing that we'll talk about, but like don't be surprised if you see the two of us wearing a mask in the store. So, will you hand this to Michelle?
Pedersen's probably Terry.
So the
I think it's because of germs and like my immunity is gonna be shot. I think so.
So in any case, those changes are coming. But I get home, and I'm like, I got these 2 texts from Suresh, and and this is what they said, and I go, they both end with "I'm serious," and Jeannie goes, "Oh my God." She tells me this whole story about Suresh calling. And in the middle of the call, her friend says, "Listen, Mr. Doctor, if you're serious, and this isn't a joke, with Jeannie, you have to tell her I'm serious, or she won't listen to you." And I'm
that
like,
goes for you ladies too.
and I'm like,
You can just say,
oh my God,
serious.
that just tells me how well this woman knows you, because that's been my life for the last 23 years of wedded bliss, is me being like, Jeannie, I'm serious. You got to stop right now. Like, this is serious.
Serious is no fun. The last 2 weeks have been. I'm just starting to come out of the doldrums of despair, and so I was super serious. But all he had to say was, "I'm serious," and I'm like, all he had to say is, "It feeds the tumor." I was like, okay, no more, because I don't want to feed it. I don't, Vicky. It hasn't been great the past 2 weeks. It's just like, you know what I'm learning, because so many of you have been through it, is that
denial ain't just a river in Egypt.
I never denied it. Although I was in shock. I was like, me? That doesn't happen to me. I was like, how could it be me? But I'm sure everyone says that.
Well, denial has different forms,
I'm
right?
sure everyone says that.
Like, denial's like, you know what's going on, but you're not allowing yourself to understand the reality of what you're looking at. And I mean, you know, listen, part of our denial is that, like, because I suffer from denial.
You do?
I like totally like I had a couple moments this weekend where I was like, oh man, like, and so we don't really know what it looks like. So ignorance to a certain degree is bliss, but it also allows you to imagine scenarios that may or may not be likely. So, you know, and it's funny because I don't think, I'm just going to say this because we haven't even really had this conversation, but like, one of the things that I ended up hearing, and I don't know, I think a lot of you shared your stories with Jeannie. One of the things that I heard from a lot of you was, and this is not to make our situation about us like important, but like one of the things that I heard was people going, this is important. Like, you know, you're normalizing to a certain degree something that a lot of people went through. One of the shocking things I think for the two of us is meeting so many people that went through this that we've known for 8 or 9 years that are like, I'm a 5-year survivor. Well, you went through that. We never knew. And so, you know, you guys have been in our daily existence 4 days a week for 3 years now. And I don't think we see a reason to change that. And I don't want to turn this into our journey through breast cancer and chemotherapy. But at the same time, like, if it helps somebody understand that this stuff happens and you know, what happens and everything else, then.
And
like,
you never think it's going to be you.
I think it is important, right? So hopefully this also encourages people to do their little self-screening, and
because I never really did it because I'm small-chested, and so
that doesn't matter.
Oh, but
I do self-exams like how many weeks beforehand?
Like
it was like,
so it's kind of lumpy, anyways. So I didn't really do them, and I didn't think this was gonna happen to me. So I
Nobody
guess,
does, right?
yeah.
So,
But
anywho, onward and upward.
I was sending out. I was working. I'm gonna send you out. I was gonna do it last night, but I forgot to have my special folder with me, Alice. So I know. Is this so cute? We are doing a special scavenger hunt, and this is thanks to Miss Alice, and it's gonna be so much fun, and on top of that, I want you to get dressed up on Friday because it's Halloween. We're celebrating. If you're doing treats for my boo, and then you'll get an email today. I'm working on that right now with just like how you qualify for the bonus CD, what the agenda is going to be. It's going to be super fun. So I'll send that out to you today. I wanted to show you this, and I just ordered a couple of them. But if you are a Kimberbell fan, this was the old Kimberbell Basics, and these are really nice. So if you want to like know what fabrics they have, I think you could even like take this and write in your glide numbers right next to the fabrics. I think that would be good because then you'd be like, oh, that's the fabric that this goes to, and you don't have to print out like that whole big chart. There's a new one, and this could be part of your Kimberbell order. This is Kimberbell Basics. I ordered a handful of them, so I don't have a ton of them, but I can order more. I want to say they're $40, and we put them on the site. I have to look. I'm not even sure. But it has all the new basics. So these are the ones that haven't even been released yet. So, and you know, they needed to revamp it because we've been using the same fabric. Like these two on the bottom, are those so pretty? They redid this. This is like the doodly one right here. I'm really bad at like showing you. And I think these go up so you can have a better view. Like that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, this one's brand new. Sparkles. The orange sparkle. How perfect would this be for like Halloween? These are supposed to drop in September. So September. But this is the new color chart, which I thought was absolutely gorge.
So speaking of fabric.
Oh, are we going to do just 20% off?
Yes.
We're doing 20% off of all fabric in the store.
We have like a ton of fabric.
And pre-cuts because, you know, I wanted to do all these kits and I'm, you know, I think I'm going to have to like go, you're delusional. I sent myself I was talking to a girlfriend of mine this morning. She was just.
This is denial.
Yeah, she goes, I go, maybe chemo's going to be easy for me. That's what I said. And then I realized I'm being, I added, I love GIFs. Are they called GIFs or are they GIFs? What are they?
GIFs.
GIFs. They're GIFs. Why isn't it J? Anyways, I love GIFs. And so I sent her, as soon as I sent that, because I didn't want her to think I was like crazy, I said, that girl's delusional.
How funny that that's a GIF.
Yeah, because
now you know what I put up with in the store.
So delusional.
It's not a delusion.
It's a hope.
It's denial.
It's a hope. There's
you know,
some people.
we don't know. We don't know what it's gonna be like, and so you hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and we don't know. And I think that's like.
Oh, Alice, these charts are out now. Like I just ordered some, so
and
I
do
just
they
got mine.
count towards the bonus CD?
They count. So just put in your notes. This is my treats for my boo bonus CD. We're also bringing in all the. We were talking about this yesterday on the live feed. I'm bringing in all the Kimberbell stabilizer, and the reason for that is we carry OESD stabilizer right now. We're gonna be phasing out our Baby Lock stabilizer, which I've loved. I like the sizes of the Kimberbell stabilizer because OESD is 10-inch, 15-inch, and 20-inch. I love 12-inch. 12-inch is my favorite. And so Kimberbell has the 12-inch.
And
so
quite frankly, like as more and more of you have gotten into Kimberbell, we've had more and more requests. So we've ordered a lot of Kimberbell stabilizer. We've used a lot of the Kimberbell stabilizer. We love the Kimberbell
But
stabilizer.
I've only ordered it kind of as people have asked for it because we just don't have the room to be like, carry
like
3
9
or 4.
different types of stabilizer.
Yeah.
So that will be coming, and we'll be doing
It's
specials
already been
on
ordered.
that. Yeah,
but
we will be
fabric,
doing specials
as far
on
as
that.
fabric, and if you order online, just put a note, because it's hard for us to like fill the orders and then go back and do everything. And then I just don't know how to do a blanket 20% off.
I'll work on that.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can. Well,
That's why it's been so complicated, because some stuff's on sale and no double discounts. But and you know, we have the clearance section where all that stuff is like 30 and 40% off. But in the store, the brand new fabric, all the new pre-cuts, all of that stuff is all going to be 20% off, and we're just going to keep that for however
till it's
long.
gone. I want it out.
No, I love having fabric. I love it.
So yes, 20% off fabric. Let's talk a little bit about launch season. So next week's an interesting one because we have so much going on in our lives, but next week is also launch week.
I'll put this on the promo page. I'm going to do that right now.
Next week is also launch week for Brother. So we've been in possession of some really exciting new stuff for a little over a week now that, like, quite frankly, I was like, I can't talk about it. Like, we can't do anything. Like, I can't show them anything. And
oops.
And they were like, no, you can't do a thing. So the new sales section. Are we seeing you in the next week or two, Betty? For some reason, I thought you were coming.
She came.
When did
she
she
came
come?
when we were at our appointment. We missed her.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
You know, I mean, we'd have to figure out a time to do it. But Betty, if you wanted to see the sales section, we could have.
Yeah, it's just in the back of the store.
Yeah, we could have one of the kids.
Oh, I thought
one of the shop kids do a video call.
You're not going to find it because apparently we never put it up there. But other things I'm going to put up, and this is going to be pre-order, just so you know. We'll go ahead. We'll put this up 20% off. They have all their new, and they've called them, I think it's called refreshed. So we'll have, and you know what? I'm also putting up there the new fat quarter box, which is like amazing. And it'll give you 100 pieces. It's normally $3.99, and I'm going to do that for 25% off. So all of the new, there's going to be a whole bunch of listings that we'll put up today. Graydon already did them. We just have to make them go live, and I have to check the prices. We'll do all of the pre-cuts at 20% off. Those are going to be special order because I just can't carry them all. There's a lot. So I'll put that up there. Just so you know, if you're looking to do an order for treats for your boo.
So yeah, we can neither confirm nor deny what you're seeing, but I think I could safely tell you I don't believe there's a new multi-needle. But next week, all this stuff is going to be happening, and quite frankly, I need to kind of figure it out. Like, next week is crazy given that we're gone. I'm gone Sunday through Tuesday. I'll get home late Tuesday night and then back into the store on Wednesday. Jeannie starts treatment on Thursday. I'm actually going to be in the store on Thursday. Like, we're kind of leveraging the network for all that. But expect to see from me some like detailed demos and stuff around new product, and then expect to see from me deals on the new product. I think, and it's funny, the thing that I am most excited about, I think, is going to be a must-have for a lot of you.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about it. Can we open one up and Michelle can start playing on it?
I think what would be great is if we could do something maybe with Jennifer to learn it so that we could display it and teach it right away.
What do you think of that, Michelle?
I think you have to set that up with Chris. I mean, I don't know what her schedule is.
Yeah, there have been teaser emails, and it's all coming. We've got a little bit of a lineup going on right now, so
let's get to work.
we're gonna get to work. As I promised last week, we have the question of the day
and
our
giveaway.
What?
I have
We'll
to
talk about
one more
that.
thing. We are doing the confetti challenge. Did you see that? The confetti table topper challenge. I think my measurements, I took the measurements from something else. I'm not sure if those are the right measurements because was it 8.5? And if you sew it in, then it'll be 8. So final size center, I think, is going to be 8, and then the squares are going to be 4.5, and then final should be 4, right? Does that sound right? If you've looked at it and you've gone, those measurements are off, I'm like, is my brain working right? Am I thinking about that right? That pre-cutting, it's 8.5, and then after pieced, it'll be 8. Pre-cut the
Lady
little
Fair,
squares.
where are you getting this information? Because it's not supposed to be out there.
LaDonna, how do you know? We didn't say anything. That wasn't us.
So what else? So finish what you're talking about.
But we are doing that challenge. It is going to be Kimberbell fabric. It'd be nice to do like non-Kimberbell fabric. Okay, we're sticking to it just because we already put it out there. It's going to be Kimberbell fabric. You can use as much or as many or as few. And I think the measurements, I'm not sure if they're totally right. Maybe they are 8.5. I think that's right. That sounds right. And you can embellish it any way you want.
That was not our stomach. That was the dog.
She's so cute. How am I not gonna kiss her?
Oh, look. I guess they are doing a blurry video.
They have a blurry video. Ooh, there was a sneak preview. We're excited about that. My Fermori Marlene. So that's gonna go through the end of the month, and I've been on all the blogs and I've seen the amazing table toppers they've done. They're cute. They're really, really cute. I saw that one person who cut their 4.5 inch squares or 4 inch squares into 4s and then made a skinny border. You do have to stick to the 12 around and then the center one. And and it's for quilters and for embroiderers because you could do something in the middle or everywhere. Quilt
So for
any way
those
you
of you
want.
that are excited about that product, wait till you see what we do with it. So,
What are we gonna do with it?
well, you got to wait to see. Poppy, come here. Go lay down. Come on. So, let's ask our question because we've got folks like knocking on the door and stuff.
Okay.
So,
What's a feature that you
yes. So, our giveaways, we'll ask a question. We use a random comment picker. Comments occur like down here. They don't appear until after the live stream ends. But the question of the day today is, what is a feature on your machines that you've never used and would love to learn how to use? Will you go deal with the dog quick and see what she's into? And so keep in mind, it doesn't it's not in the chat over here. It's in the comments, which are down here, and those comments will appear when the live stream ends. So do we know what the giveaway is?
You know what? It's been really
No, I haven't even thought about it.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing. We can give away that little fat quarter bundle. Yeah, I actually have a whole box of stuff that I want to give away. This is like the most adorable little fat quarter bundle. So if you have a little one coming into your life, so like super fun fabrics here. So we're gonna give this away, and then let's give away one of. Well, they're not gonna want it if they're not from here. That Tahoe panel, they're not gonna want it.
That's not true.
I love this. If you are now,
All right.
We'll have
Well,
something
so
else. We'll have
Amy,
something
do
else
not
for you.
answer in the chat. You have to wait until everything's done and answer in the comments below. Remember to like the video, hit the thumbs up button. You'll see more like it in the algorithm. Remember to subscribe to the channel. That way you're going to receive notifications as long as you hit that bell icon. Have a great day. We'll